Okay, hello and welcome, denizens of the internet, to Doki Doki Literature Club Parts. I forget. I think 5. Excuse me. Okay, so we already did this part, but if you'll remember, I keep skipping. If you remember, towards the end of the last one, I was kinda getting a little bit overzealous with my biscotti. I was eating it, and right, Yuri, and my microphone, it's like on a headset and it has a swivel. So when I was eating it, I was put it up like this, away from my face, so that you didn't have to, hear me eating, because it's gross. But, in my confusion, I forgot to put it back down. And, I don't know, this part's a little more, I fucked up a bit of this earlier, but this deserves to be taken a little more seriously. So, I'm gonna just redo this part. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. God, it's weird with no music. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori. Hi, Christopher. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? What's she wearing? Oh. They look polka dotted because of the background and it's like semi-transparent. They're not polka dotted. Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed though, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Well, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. More silence. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. Something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Christopher. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, and you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even be thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grab her by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Christopher. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. You've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? It's what it feels like. And just a quick sidebar, anybody reading this who, is maybe not unfamiliar, but doesn't personally suffer from major depression, that's like pretty spot on, what goes through your mind. Like for me, there are so many things that I could do to better myself, to better my life situation, to just make things better for myself, and I don't, because it's like, I don't feel I'm worth it. Like I'm a lost cause, I'm damaged goods, whatever you want to call it. I'll help other people in a heartbeat. Give them the shirt off my back. But, like, when it comes to me, it's just, I don't know. Sorry, back to this. It's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How's it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? I'm sorry, I just, one last thing to tack on. I just wanted to point that out so that it I don't know, that you didn't just kind of dismiss it as a one-dimensional character trait of this person, this character in the game. It's a real-life condition that more people than you know live with every day. If you take nothing else away from this game, did you really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why have you never told me about this? I almost feel betrayed as your close friend. As if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Don't understand at all, Christopher. Why do you think I didn't tell you? 'Cause if I told you, you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club was like a spear going through my heart. So, that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but pain. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Christopher, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. Finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Christopher, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with anyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Christopher, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Christopher. Sayori barely manages to speak between sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all so scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Christopher. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But the hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. If she does so, I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think it would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. And that's another thing that, is a bitch about mental illness, and, I include addictive personality, or addiction in general, in with that. And I know some people say that addiction is a disease, but I don't know, I feel mental illness is more the right category for that. But anyway, all mental illness, like just kind of, it's frustrating when you want to help somebody who is suffering from it, because those illnesses, it's like they don't take logic into account. It's like, I don't know. With like addiction, I guess, to use that as an example. Like how. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I probably should have wrote this out or something, because I'm not good at speaking off the top of my head. But it's like, I don't know. I'll try to think on it, and if I come up with a better way to explain it later, I'll come back to it. But in short, just these illnesses don't take logic into account. They don't take reason, and like you fully know the consequences of your actions, and you do them anyway, because that's the way the illness functions. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about her when Yuri's about to come over, too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying so much. And we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I'm gonna stop speculating on their mental illnesses, because with this game there's an extra factor at play, and I will say no more than that for now. So, with that big old heavy fucking bit of story, we gotta go have fun with somebody for a day. For the rest of this day, I guess. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri. Thank goodness. You're a little early. Oh. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. I always could have texted me. If I had known, I'd have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be more common sense to do that, but I just had to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. See, you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, we're making decorations. Or, atmosphere. That's right, it was atmosphere. Take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, I cleaned before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Oh, no, it would be really embarrassing if my room was a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Jeez, what'd you have in there? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. Dude, look how long her hair is. That's like anime long. It's fine, it's fine. I look over Yuri's wrist. She puts both hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. By the way, if it were me, I'd have taken baking. I would not have done this. Because I feel like I wouldn't know what the hell I'm doing in this realm, but I am not a total idiot in the kitchen. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? And that makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? And also, if you were going to use them then, why'd you bring them now? Your rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped object. What? Like a rolling pin? I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I bet that's why they're there. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. Neat is such a plagiarizing word. Patronizing, not plagiarizing. Patronizing. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. I still call it a rolling pin. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not at all. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate throughout your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. I would need to see one of these in real life. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. This went from a rolling pin to some kind of a sexual device to now a Glade plug-in. I'm totally lost. Ah, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. No comment. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? Does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. I know what that is. That's ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you get the origami paper I asked you to get? Yep, out of here. Well, we're not using it for origami. What I'd like to do is write a word on each paper. You need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? And what will they be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. Yeah, I would have to do baking. I can't pretend to care about any of this. It may attract some to peek inside. I mean, she's not wrong, and it's probably going to turn out good. But, I don't know, the mechanics of it are lost on me. I had no idea you'd be so good at this. Is that so? Well, I suppose they do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker, Christopher. You can write any characters you want. Because... no, I'm not going to pretend I'm not going to try to pretend to understand that. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Or whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? But if you promise you won't be weirded out... Yes, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. You can't help it. I don't know what it is. Combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's pretty intense. Besides, it is a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. I'll bet it is an awesome knife. I like knives too. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? At the knife store. Duh. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Christopher, why did you do that? I didn't think it would be that sharp. I barely touched it. Oh, it's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife's extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, instinctively pull back my hand. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it's a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess you were just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Stupid's my middle name. I take Yuri's hand and lick the index finger in return. Christopher! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something stupid. I knew that was a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Christopher. Yuri giggles. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? You have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was only a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. You see. That's relieving. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cutting through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online. You ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What is it? Gimme. I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. The closest I can come to this is like when you're dyeing Easter eggs. You get those little cups of water and you put like a tablet in each of them, and it makes it so you can dip eggs in them and they change to the color. Yeah. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Nah, I got it. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. And if you think anything suspicious of that, you have figured it out. Nothing. Face is a little red. Is it too hot in here? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups. So, thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. Kinda reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Is this new dialogue? I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. Yeah, I can jive with that. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Okay, so it's not new dialogue, I just missed a part. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Bonk! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are drops of paint on Yuri's face and neck. There's something on my face? Yeah, and your neck. Just said that. I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel. I rush out, fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return back to my room and kneel back down in front of her, as she hastily rolls her sleeve down again. No, I'm kidding. I didn't have twice. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Wow. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. Excuse me a second. Sorry, to clear my throat. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. No, it's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. How'd she do it? I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars but aren't. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's good. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you weren't at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, that's not it. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we had extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. Ow, cramp. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look pretty downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it's the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Hang on, I gotta make a decision real quick. Nah, I'll let this one run kinda long. Just do it like a two-parter, to 2-in-1. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Because, like, this is where the game starts to get real good. So I didn't know if I wanted to. Maybe I will cut this and then go to the next part. No, I know what I'll do. I'll shut up. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. Kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, we can go out somewhere. I forgot you're not going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... Very thoughtful, Christopher. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. Ah! That was just because it was sudden. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Boink! Sayori! Huh? Ah! Hi, Christopher. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Christopher. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri bounces like titties and hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination was being really mean to me. There's a choice coming up. But IIRC don't think saving here matters. My imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. It's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. It's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Christopher? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Christopher. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Excuse me? I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel pain anymore. But Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Christopher. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Christopher, I like you so much that I just want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? In all my playthroughs of this game, I do not remember you saying that. But I don't know, in a case like this, that's super dangerous to say, particularly if you don't actually know what's best for them. As you will see. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Alright. So hang on. I know I just saved it there, but so in real life situation, how I think this should be handled. You know, even if your feelings are mutual, which, you know, as far as this playthrough is concerned, they are. You should just, still take it super, super slow. You know, like, don't, I don't know, I guess don't do this. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, having fun with you every day, it helped me realize you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. So far, so good. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, I know we'll both be happy. Christopher. Hug. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Christopher, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. Also, this is the only scene in the game where you see the protagonist, like, more than their hand. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Christopher. I want to be with you forever. Me too. That's a little too far. Oh, what's going on with the clouds back there? There's like, I don't know, I see two rings and something going through them. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I felt Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Christopher. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. No matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly released each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I just want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. Yes. Good instinct. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Okay, not bad. Hey, Christopher? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? See. I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. And there is I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but there's where he fucked up big. Because, like, I think the best answer you could have given was, maybe if something comes up where you're, you know, feeling a certain type of way, instead of just blindly trusting me, maybe we should talk and revisit the issue. You know, don't fucking blindly trust someone who doesn't know, who admittedly said, I don't understand what Sayori means by that. And then you're gonna say, yeah, I do know what's best for you. Trust me completely. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. Dude, then don't say it. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Yeah, you may be just as confused about them as she is, but it's like 1,000 times more scary for her because they're her feelings that she's stuck with. You know, you just kind of have to witness it, which, you know, not to say that's not a frustrating situation to be in, because, you know, you legit just want to help, you just want to make it better, you just want what's best for them. But just wanting it, no matter how badly you just want it, if all you can do is want it, then no, it's not enough. Now these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Okay, also, oops. Just give me a moment. Doing something Mega secret. Shit, how do I do this without you seeing what I'm doing? You know what, fuck it, I don't care. Where even is it? Oh, I know. Do 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 do. Okay, so I don't know why the hell that folder's even there. What the hell is this? Huh. This is a image found in the game folder called Happy Thoughts, with X's replacing some of the vowels. And there's only one. That's weird. I don't think that was there to begin with. Maybe it's there because I took... Oh yeah, because I was like taking pictures of poems. So maybe... Oh god, I hope this... Actually, I have no idea what it's recording anymore. But yeah, I took a picture of this poem. Sorry, I don't know what's going on, but... if that didn't record, like, I don't know if it's just recording what's in this square, because I know that will show up, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get to this. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But she isn't answering her phone. Consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Christopher, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that of all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, a dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder. Say that, suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. How could you forget that even for a second? Fucking bombshell like that. I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it 'cause it's the way I was used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little more responsibility for her, Christopher. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Excuse me? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayari really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? Didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? And watch the tapes? Sorry, I shouldn't joke. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. It's really just awkward and unsettling with no music. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different than the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 etc. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem's never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Christopher, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. This poem's completely different from everything else Sayari's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayari, so... alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Or fuck you, man. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, bitch. Yeah, hurry up and don't take too long, but don't hurry too much getting there. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even that simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and it's what I want to give her. I get to Sayari's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up waking her up in her own house. It really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of breaching of privacy? But she's really leaving me no choice. I gently open the door. Say up. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her that I know what's best and everything will be okay. And why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. And why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like it always has been. And I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is more important than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Ah, shit. Okay, so when it's saying never a bunch, I think you're supposed to try to load and go back. File error. Characters, Sayori. File is missing or corrupt. Save file is corrupt. Starting a new game. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let garbled text catch up to me. So that's happening. It's an ordinary school day, just like any other. Hang on a second. Okay. It's an ordinary school day, just like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friends. By couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Then there's always the anime club. It's not like there'd be any girls in there. School day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. So I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Christopher. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something special I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Did I say special twice? I don't know, fuck it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Okay. Literature. Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Yeah, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Monica says she? Hey Christopher, by any chance, you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a huge favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, That would make me really happy. Please. I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Yeah, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Christopher. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? Yes, we shall, but I'm gonna save it because I decided on I was gonna save it as when it brought you back to the menu screen and start the next episode from there, but I kind of forgot. So we're only like 5 minutes past where I wanted to stop, so no biggie. Ding. Oh, my saves are gone. And if you couldn't see what I was doing earlier, I was looking through the save file to see if I could, like, you know, put them somewhere else where they wouldn't get deleted. Alright, so I'm gonna shut up and start the next one. Peace!